What is going on? What is going on? Welcome back to the show. Let me actually dip out real quick. So, as you can see, today we're going to be going over the S550 Mustang, specifically the model years 2015 to 2023. You can see right here, this is a 2019, so a facelifted version. Tons of stuff to talk about today on the Mustang. Lots of different packages offered. A lot of different versions of the Mustang as well. We're not going to go too deep into the different versions. I'm kind of going to mainly focus on the three main ones, the V6, the EcoBoost, and the GT. We'll talk a little bit about the Bullet, Mach 1, and whatnot, but we're going to be focusing on those main three for now. It's crazy. I wasn't really, like, I'm a fan of Mustangs, but I didn't really look into everything that had to do with Mustangs, and I'm finding out a lot of stuff when doing this type of research, and I'm realizing that this Mustang, especially the S550, is not the best car, to be honest, but we'll get into all that in a second. I guess there is a trade-off, you know, if it's cheap and powerful, it's not going to be reliable, right? Or if it's cheap and reliable, it's not going to be powerful. Or if it's reliable and powerful, it's not going to be cheap. Shout out to Big Cheese. What's going on, man? Would you ever cop one of these? I think I would. It would have to be a facelift one, though. Not particularly because I like the facelift in terms of its looks, but because of the reliability aspect. These early ones seem to be basket cases. Everything seems to go wrong on these early ones, 15 through 17, the pre-facelifts. I do love the Coyote engine. I think it's one of the best engines. It's really something that they were able to mass produce for a good price. A dual overhead cam 5-liter V8 making this much power and this much torque. When you think about it, like, what other car has a dual overhead cam 5-liter? It's going to be all German cars, really. All American cars are going to be push rod for the most part. And that's kind of how Ford is, though. They kind of push the boundaries in terms of technology. And with that, of course, you're going to run into a lot of reliability issues because they're always the first ones to test out different things in terms of the American brands. But yeah, as people roll in, we're going to watch some videos. If you're new here, what we do is we go over the videos, and then afterwards some quick announcements, and then we go over the features, options, and problems for the vehicle, and then use that information to look at ads and price them out. Shout out to everyone who's in the chat right now. Like the video if you haven't already. Try to get to 10 likes today. Starting a little bit later today, but you know, it is what it is. I've been busy. Alright, you're just talking. Interior, this is an updated one. You can see it has a digital dashboard. Pretty desirable option. Really don't see them too much, but we'll get into all that when we go over the options of these cars. Anyway, you guys get the idea of what this is all about. Let's look at some other videos. Let me pause this actually, because we have to look at a crash compilation. What's a Mustang video without a crash compilation? I don't know what it is. I think it's just too many people got their hands on these cars and they weren't equipped to drive them. There also is like a snap oversteer type of factor to the driving characteristics. Not sure if that's a, you know, an alignment issue. But I mean, these cars should not be this hard to drive, and yeah, some of these aren't even like, why are you doing this? Oh man. Fair use, fair use. Every single time I put in clips, someone tries to copyright my clip. These videos are like 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours long. And y'all try to claim all the money based off of 30 seconds of video. Y'all are lame. So fair use. I do have to pause it for a second. There we go. Fair use, fair use. That's wild though. You don't really see Mustangs crashing that much. I think they kind of fixed it. Not sure what they did to fix it, but this was like more of a 5 years ago type of thing. But as you can see, it's not just the S550 or the 5th gen. It's all Mustang. How both Fox, or both, not, they're not both Fox bodies, excuse me. How both Mustangs fail? Oh man, how you crash on a dyno? Let's see what happens here. Oh my god. Dang, almost hit the kids. Get your kids off the side of the street. Dang. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. You know, you really ever see like S550s doing it, but you still do sometimes, but that's a really good point. These ones still had solid axles. I remember when this happened too. It went viral. Like, so much damage. Just from hitting the back of a truck, that looks insane. How do you roll your Mustang? All right, let's enough of this. Let's get more serious. We got some dyno videos. So it's gonna be a stock GT. Looks like a 2020, so facelifted car. See what kind of power this car is putting down. What do you guys think about the sound of this Coyote engine? Do you think it's too much, or do you think it sounds good? Alright, what kind of power is this making? Alright, 413 to the wheels, 383 pound-feet of torque. That's not bad. Some pretty good numbers, actually. Healthy. Alright, now let's look at we got a EcoBoost world record. So 4-cylinder turbo car.
Well, here you go. As we approach 700 wheel horsepower.
I'm not a fan of the EcoBoost, by the way. It's just a proof of concept right here, just to show you guys that you can get big power out of the EcoBoost, but why? Just look at this power chart. It's kind of insane, actually. Look, at 3,500 RPM, you're making like 200 horsepower. You don't really hit max until 6.5. So all this time, you know, this is very peaky. It's not really the ideal torque curve. The V8 is probably going to be a lot flatter, of course, but that's how it is with the 4-cylinder turbo. That's how it is. All right, let's hear some POV. I want to see what this looks like when you drive around. Fair use, fair use. Stop copyrighting my videos, losers. I put you in the description. Prefer the Voodoo? Yeah, I do prefer the Voodoo as well. I think the Voodoo is one of the best. I don't know how you guys feel about the Mustang though, but it just doesn't feel that great on the inside. Like, in terms of just the whole car feels kind of rickety in my opinion. I don't know if that's just me though, but I mean, they do have a lot of problems, so not the best feeling car in terms of just the chassis and everything, but that could just be me. Sounds good though. Where is this? This looks like Miami, or like Dadeland or somewhere. Hey, shout out to Clean Whips in the chat. What is going on, man? Hey, shout out to Y Hus. I forgot to shout you out. What is going on, y'all? Late start today, but you know, we get it in when we can. Yeah, I mean, this sounds good. One more video, we're gonna listen to some exhaust notes. I definitely prefer an exhausted, well, how do I say that? Put an exhaust on your Mustang. Don't straight pipe it. It's gonna sound crazy. Give it some tone at least. But again, it's still gonna be a Mustang or a Coyote motor, so it's gonna sound really raspy anyway. FI exhaust. Fair use, fair use. God damn it. Yeah, that's insane. Alright, how does a Roosh X pipe sound like? Roush, Roosh, Roush. Oh my god. Which one is this? Oh. Borla attack. Yo, this one is the worst one. This one hurts my ears. It feels like my ears are getting ripped apart. Everyone and their mom has a Borla attack on their Coyote. It just sounds insane. I don't know how to describe it. It's like almost, it's like a sharp noise that I've never heard in any other car, really. It's just like really sharp. Yeah, like that noise, I'm not a fan. All right, anyway. Let's get into the show, y'all. It's enough videos for now. Give me 1 second. Let's just bring up a picture. S550 Mustang. Images. All right, this one looks cool. What is going on, y'all? Let me move my face too. Gosh, doing a lot today. Welcome back to the show. We're doing the... Oh, what is going on, y'all? Welcome back to Onward and Cars. Today we're going to do a buyer's guide for the S550 Mustang. Specifically, the years 2015 to 2023. As you can see, we got one on the screen. This one is not what we're going over today. This is a Shelby, but we're going to be going over the V6, the EcoBoost, and the V8, the GT. So before we get into all that, some quick announcements. If you haven't joined my Discord already, hit that link in the description. I'm actually doing a giveaway tomorrow. So if you want to win 50 bucks, just hit that link in the description and you will be eligible to win $50 for free. I'm just going to pick it from the right-hand side right here of the members in Discord. Some things to be eligible to win the 50 bucks. You have to, first of all, join the Discord. You have to like and comment on any video on the channel. You have to also subscribe to the channel. 85% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel, which is pretty insane to me. What else? Oh, and like, comment, subscribe, and share a video with somebody. You can share a video either on YouTube, share a link with somebody, or you can share one of my reels on Instagram. My link is in the description down below as well. Cool. All right, so let's get into it. I got a lot to go over today, and I'm never doing this again in this fashion. Usually, well, I'll just show you guys. Usually when I do these formatting things, I kind of do it by vehicle, and then I just do the packages and I list the years. But this one, for some reason, I wanted to separate the pre-facelift and the facelift. And as you can see, there's way too much stuff on the screen, and it's impossible to read. But we're gonna just let me see. I gotta drag this over too, so you guys can actually see. But yeah, tons of stuff on here today to go over. But in terms of features, we'll just talk about the car. We went over it a little bit already, but 2015 to 2023 with the facelift in 2018. The facelift dropped the V6 engine. So the V6 was available for the pre-facelift cars. There was an optional 12-inch digital gauge cluster for premium models. So EcoBoost Premium or GT Premium, you could get an optional 12-inch digital gauge cluster. However, it's pretty rare. It had redesigned headlights and front end. As you can see, this is an updated model right here in the picture. Magnaride was an option in terms of suspension, and then you also had the optional performance exhaust. In terms of engines, from 2015 to 2017, we had the 3.7 liter V6, making 300 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. Then you had the 2.3 liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder. From 2015 to 2017, it made 310 horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque. From 2018 to 2023, it made 310 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. And from 2020 to 2023, they offered the high performance output version, or whatever you want to call it, high performance version, making 330 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque, which is pretty insane. These are really good numbers for a 2.3 liter four cylinder. And if you ever driven one, I've driven plenty of V8s and four bangers. The four cylinder is not that bad, honestly, in terms of performance. It just has no soul. Then you have the 5 liter V8s, the Coyotes. From 2015 to 2017, it made 435 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. 2018 to 2021, so these are the facelift models up to 2021, 460 and 420 pound-feet of torque. And in 2022 to 2023, the power actually went down. The power went down across all V8 models for the 2022 model year by 10 horsepower because they actually put in kind of a restrictor thing in the intake. The Mazda Speed 3 motor. Oh yeah, what I was saying, they put a restrictor in the intake for emissions reasons, and it actually restricted the air, and that's why the power went down. You can take it out and get your power back plus more. So in terms of other models, there was the Bullet. So the Bullet made 480 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. Definitely one of the, well, the Bullet and the Mach 1 have the same amount of power, but this is the most powerful way you can get the GT without moving into a Shelby or moving into a supercharged version. You can get a Roush or a Roush, however you want to say it, or a Saleen, I think it's Saleen. But those are supercharged. We're not going to talk about those today. And then, as you can see, the Mach 1, because the Bullet was only made up until 2020, it didn't suffer from the power reduction. However, the Mach 1 did, and you can see in 2022, 470 horsepower versus 480 in 2021. Power went down in 2022 due to restrictor plate for emissions. In terms of transmissions, you have 3 different transmissions, but it depends on the year. For the pre-facelift cars, you got the 6-speed automatic and 6-speed manual. And for the facelift cars, you get the 10-speed automatic and you get the 6-speed manual. I've never driven an automatic V8. I have driven the automatic 4 cylinders and I have driven the manual V8s. A lot of people say they really like the 10-speed on the V8. I wouldn't know personally, but I'm not really a big fan of the 10-speed on the 4 cylinder. It just feels like it's almost like a CVT. It's just hunting to be in the best RPM range the whole time, and it's just doesn't sound great at all. Over 850,000 produced globally. So keep that in mind, because there are also a ton of problems with this car. I mean, we got the problems here. We can kind of just read them through. So in terms of problems, you got rust on the where the arches meet the bumper. So the wheel arches meet the bumpers, front and rear, hood as well. 15 through 17 had the most issues. So in terms of 15 through 17 issues, can you guys even read this? I can barely read it. So you had the inlet manifold actuator. It breaks. I wrote brakes wrong. Can't spell. Long day, y'all. Anyway, 15 through 17, the intake manifold actuator, it can go bad. And so that would just either leave it stuck open or closed. And so you'll see this, like, I believe the last car we talked about, it was some Audi. It has this type of flaps in the intake, and it actually controls how much air goes in and out for better timing. For lack of better terms. And so if that is stuck open or closed, you can get a misfire. You also have faulty handbrake. Sometimes the handbrake goes bad. Window opening down function faulty. I wrote this completely crazy. I mean, that's when the window goes down. You know, it's a coupe. So when you open the door, the window has to go down a little bit to clear the door. And so that can actually be faulty in the sense that it doesn't come down, or it stays down and it doesn't go back up when you shut the door. Lower control arms, ball joints. Big issues in these cars. Just make sure to get them done every so often. If the car is clunking, that's probably what it is. Oil cooler failure, mainly on the pre-facelift cars, so 15 through 17. Rear wheel bearings issues are prevalent on these, especially on 15 through 17. Active exhaust wires, so this is actually a facelift issue. Just the way the wires are for the active exhaust, they can corrode. Water pump failure on early models as well. Early models, I'm just talking 15 through 17. Wheel speed sensor models can affect the traction control. So your wheel speed sensors, if they go bad, your car might almost feel like it's misfiring because it's cutting power because the traction control. Oil consumption is also a problem for the 15 through 17. Reverse camera, this is a big issue too. It sometimes just doesn't work anymore. Valve cover leaks. There's this, basically there's difference between the engines in terms of the V8 ones. Some of them have like extra bolt holes, and they can leak out of those extra bolt holes that aren't used. I don't know. There's a ton of problems with these cars. This isn't even like the surface of it. I just want to point out some of the big ones, but pretty much everything that can go wrong on one of these cars has gone wrong. It's not that great. It's not a good look for the S550. However, the performance is just unmatched for the price, so people just put up with it. Fuel tank vapor lines degrade early. There's a recall for that. Fuel pressure sensor recall, passenger seatbelt tension sensor recall, doors open while driving. There was a recall for that. You also had transmission issues, both of the automatic and the manual, and then HVAC issues. Tons of issues on this car. You really want to get a PP on something like this. Make sure it's good, because you never know. With cars like these that have been beat on, or that could have potentially been beat on, you never want to pick up one that's been, you know, heavily abused. So let's get into the options. As you can see, there's a ton here. Very intimidating, but it's actually not that much. A lot of the stuff here is repeated information, but we're gonna go over the actual brochures because those are much easier to look at. So let me get those up for you guys. All right, let me just get this over here. I'll move that over here and then put this over here. So in terms of the 2015 model year, 2015 through 2017 is going to be what we're gonna be going over. Let me see. Let me just bring this over here as well. Sorry, I got way too many tabs open. All right, perfect. So in terms of the V6, the V6 came with 3 15 gears, 6-speed manual, 4-way/2-way manual driver passenger seats, respectively, cloth seats, 6-speaker radios, Ford Sync, 4.2-inch displays. You can see here the tiny display, single zone climate control, track app, 17-inch wheels, body colored mirrors, and dual exhaust tips. So this was the base of the base. The V6 was the worst one. They even gave more creature comforts to the EcoBoost, which is pretty crazy. You had some packages available and some options. I hate how Ford calls some things equipment groups and then later just calls them a package anyway. So why do you even separate these two? They're packages. I don't know why they would call them equipment groups. Anyway, so you have the equipment group 051A. So this comes with the Blade style deck-lid spoiler, 6-way power driver's seat, but you still have a manual passenger seat. You get LED fog lamps, black 18-inch wheels. You also have the enhanced security package. I'm only going to talk about this once because it's a package throughout the entire model lineup. It includes electronic locking center consoles, active anti-theft systems, electronic steering column lock, and wheel locks. In terms of individual options, you can get a shorter gear ratio, a 355 ratio with a limited slip differential. You can get all-weather floor mats, reverse sensing system. You can delete the spoiler if you want, and you can also get a stripe in the 2016 model year. This is all for the V6, by the way. In terms of the EcoBoost, you have two options. You have the EcoBoost and the EcoBoost Premium. The EcoBoost has the same options as the base V6 with 331 gears, 6-way power driver seat and passenger seat standard, diamond mesh aluminum dash panel trim, and the deck lid spoiler and LED fog lamps. Those come standard in the base EcoBoost. In terms of the EcoBoost Premium, which is you see over here, it comes with the everything that comes with the base EcoBoost and everything that comes with the base V6. Well, it pretty much, they overlap and cancel out for a lot of the things. But it also has selectable driver's modes with a 4-gang toggle switch, heated and cooled front seats, leather trim seats, aluminum pedals, ambient lighting, a 9-speaker system, dual zone climate control, illuminated door sills, premium door trim, panel insert, satin brush, aluminum dash. It has the 8-inch Ford screen, or Ford Sync screen, excuse me. You can see that in the middle right here. And then it has 18-inch wheels, body color, power heated side view mirrors, and pony projection lamps, and a rear diffuser. So in terms of what you should get, you should definitely go for the Premium unless you really want no options and you want cloth seats and all that. But it's just the Premium has so much stuff that's extra over the base. Same thing with the GT. We'll get to that in a second. But in terms of packages for the EcoBoost, you have the EcoBoost Performance Package. If you're going to get an EcoBoost, I highly suggest getting the EcoBoost Performance Package. It comes with the unique front air splitter, larger radiator, upsized rear sway bars, heavy-duty front springs, unique chassis tuning, so the chassis is a little bit stiffer. Larger brake rotors, 19-inch wheels. It has, I guess, a quicker steering rack, so a unique electric assist power steering, ABS and ESC tuning, so electronic stability control and anti-lock brakes tuning. A little bit different than the regular cars. That is engine turn dash panel. So the terms of the trim is engine turn. That's the type of trim it is. It also has the gauge pack. So the gauge pack comes with oil pressure and boost gauges, spoiler delete. And it also comes with 355 gears with the limited slip differential. If you get a Premium, you should get equipment group. Let's see, they show here 201A. And so 201A is going to come with the Shaker Pro audio system with 12 speakers, driver's seat and side view mirror memory, and blind spot monitoring with cross traffic alert. Again, this is only for the Premium. Enhanced security package is also an option we talked about earlier. There's a wheel and stripe package, so you get side stripes. And 19-inch low gloss black wheels. That's a wheel and stripe package. You also have the interior and wheel package that came out in 2016. We're looking at 2015 right now. But 2016 unique door trim panels and seats, metal gray contrast stitching, pony logo. Let's see, I can just show you guys. It's right here. Yep. Wheel and stripe package. Oh no, what are we on? Oh no, we're on interior package. Where's that at? Oh, right here. Yeah, so the interior and wheel package, you can see pony logo, 19-inch low gloss, black painted, machined aluminum wheels. You get yeah. Then you have the interior and wheel package. That was over here. Oh no, we just read. Wait. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. Interior and wheel and stripe. Those, I always get these confused, but they're two different packages. Then you have the 50 years appearance package, just a bunch of 50 year stuff. Doesn't really matter, to be honest, but I think this is on the 15. Yep, you can see right here, 50 year appearance package, 50 year grille, 19-inch wheels, unique gas cap, axle spun, aluminum dash panel, unique seats and door panel inserts. And this is a premium package. So lots of different stuff going on. There's way too much stuff, to be honest, but we're going to get through it. Then you have finally the pony package, which came out in 2016. As you can see here, 19-inch polished aluminum wheels, pony grills, side stripes, black or bright belt line moldings and window surrounds, carpeted front floor mats with embroidered pony logo. Cool. And then your options for the EcoBoost, you have a 6-speed automatic. Remember, these cars all come standard with a manual. You have to option in the automatic. 18-inch wheels, 19-inch wheels. All these wheels are options. 18, 19s, 20s even. So you can get all different types of wheels for these cars. Adaptive cruise control is a premium option. All-weather floor mats. Recaro manual sport cloth seats are going to be a regular base EcoBoost option. You can get a Recaro manual leather seats. They're still manual though, but that is a premium option. You have the reverse sensing system, which is like a parking system, parking sensors. Spoiler elite, black painted roof, 2016. Over the top racing stripe in 2016. And then you could also get nav if you had an EcoBoost premium. So moving on to the GT. So the GT comes with all the EcoBoost base features. These are kind of in the same lineage. So the GT is going to build off of the regular EcoBoost, and the GT Premium is going to build off the EcoBoost Premium. So as you can see here, the EcoBoost or the GT base is going to have the 5-liter V8, 331 gears, electronic line locker, engine cooler, larger brake rotors, launch control for manual only, 18-inch wheels, dual polish tips, hood vented air extractors, and a raised deck lid spoiler. Then you have the GT Premium down here. It has everything that the GT base has, except it also includes what the EcoBoost Premium had, which is the selectable drive modes with 4-gang toggle switch pack, heated and cooled front seats, leather trim seats, aluminum pedals, ambient lighting, the 9-speaker system, bright finish door speaker surrounds, dual zone climate control, illuminated door sill panels, leather wrap parking brake, premium door panel inserts, satin brush aluminum dash panel. They show it. Not really. And then 8-inch Ford Sync screen. Do they show that? Nope. But you have the big screen opposed to the 4.3-inch screen, which is what's found in the base car. And then one more thing. Body colored heated mirrors with integrated turn signals and pony projection lamps and the rear diffuser. So again, the GT Premium and the EcoBoost Premium kind of share the same options. They just change slightly. For example, the rotors are a little bit bigger and the brakes are a little bit bigger in the V8. Of course, it has more power and little stuff like that. In terms of packages for the GT, for the pre-facelift, we have the GT Performance Pack, which comes with the unique air splitter, strut tower brace, larger radiator, upsized rear sway bar, heavy-duty front springs, unique chassis tuning gauge pack, which instead of boost and oil pressure and boost, it's oil pressure and vacuum. Then you have a K-member brace. You also have the Brembo 6 piston front calipers, 19x9 front wheels, or 19x9 front wheels, yeah, and 19x9.5 rear wheels, ABS and ESC tuning to engine turn aluminum dash panel. That's the trim engine turn aluminum spoiler elite, and 373 gears if you get the GT Performance Pack with a Torsen helical gear diff, and this is for the manual only. And then if you get a premium, same thing as the EcoBoost as you saw up here. Except the equipment group is not the 201A, it's the 401A because it's for the premium, and it's going to come with the Shaker Pro 12-speaker audio system, the driver's seat and mirror memory, blind spot detection, and cross traffic alert. What else can I say here? 50 years appearance package. Yeah, we already went over that. California special. Again, these are just appearance packages. Bug. Anyway. So in terms of the California special, you see that right here. 19-inch black wheels, performance front splitter, black grills, hood and side strikes, short tower brace, Black spoiler, mirrors, hood vent extractors, a faux gas cap, dark tail lamp bezels, leather trim seats with suede inserts, and embroidered logo on maps. So this is basically a California special. They had this for, I think, both the 2015 and 2016. I'm not sure, but definitely into 2016. Yeah. Premier trim with color accent group. So this just means you have a charcoal black interior environment with color accented seats, unique door trim panel inserts, and this is only for the premium cars only, as you can see here. Enhanced security package, you already know about that. And you have the black accent package, which comes with 19-inch black wheels, black exterior badging, dark tail lamp accents, black raised spoiler, and the wheel stripe package. We talked about that as well, and the interior and wheel package too. In terms of individual options, you can get 355 gears with the LSD. You can get a 6-speed automatic. Again, these come standard with the manual. You can get 18, 19-inch, or 20-inch wheels. They're all right here. You can see those here. All-weather mats, adaptive cruise control for premium cars, Recaro cloth seats. Again, these are the same options as the EcoBoost, minus, or there's a little bit of change. There's like 95% of the same options. If you want to get a premium, you have the option to get Recaro manual leather trim seats, the reverse sensing system, spoiler delete, black painted roof, over the top racing stripe, and then you also have the nav option as well. And the nav is only for premium. So EcoBoost Premium, GT Premium, you can get nav. For the EcoBoost and the GT, you cannot. Cool. So these are going to be the pre-facelift options. You can also see the colors that were available for these model years. I'll just show you guys real quick. So these are the exterior colors, ton of them. Oxford white, ingot silver, triple yellow tricoat, competition orange, race red, ruby red, tinted clear coat, metallic deep impact blue, magnetic, guard, and black. I like guard. I'm a green guy. I love green. Yep, we can see they added some. You got avalanche gray, but pretty much the same colors. And they dropped guard for 2017. Boo. Interior wise, let's look at the seats. Again, you can get a ton of different interior color combos. I really like brown, of course, on these small interiors. So brown, you can get black, ceramic cloth. But yeah, these are your cloths up here, and then these leathers. You can get red, brown, black, ceramic, raven black, which is different than ebony. I guess they look the same to me. Then you have more leather for the 2016 model year. Ebony cloth, ebony leather. Again, the brown is what I get, but it's super rare to find a brown interior one. And then you can see here the seats themselves. These are going to be those Recaro manual racing seats in leather. This is what the cloth seat looks like, and this is what the leather seat looks like. So cloth, leather, and then you have your Recaro seats over here. Tons of different options for these cars. As you can see, with 2017, they tried to make it a little bit more succinct, but they just made it look a lot more confusing. Here are your wheel options for 2017. You have almost 15 different wheels, 14 wheel options here, which is pretty insane. But they did make 850,000 of these cars, so of course they were going to have a lot of options. All right, so 2018, as you can see here, this is the facelift. Let's just compare the two for a second. You can see this is the pre-facelift. The top of the lights are pretty flat. On this one, the top of the lights have a curve to them. You know, I like the facelift ones from some angles, but this angle right here is kind of one of its worst angles. I think this car looked a lot sleeker in terms of the front end. Well, not sleeker, maybe more aggressive. The new one looks a little bit more sleek. It like comes down a lot further. See, this one, it kind of stops at more, this plane is more horizontal. This one slopes down a lot further. So a little more sleek, but I don't know how I feel about the facelift, honestly. I think the pre-facelift looks better overall, even though the facelift does look pretty good. Yeah, pre-facelift, I agree, yeah. So in terms of the 2018, they dropped the V6, so they only have the EcoBoost and the V8. So I'm gonna just go through that real quick. The EcoBoost, again, same thing as before. You have the EcoBoost and the EcoBoost Premium. The EcoBoost has 2.3 liter inline 4 turbo engine. It has 331 gears. The LSD active noise control, though, was added for the pre-facelift. You have 12.6-inch vented disc with a 2-piston front caliper for the base EcoBoost, 4-inch sync screen. Do they show the sync screen? I just want to show you guys the interior a little bit. No, they don't really want to show you a base car. I don't blame them. Anyway, you have the 4-way / 2-way driver / passenger, respectively, manual seats. They are in, are they in leather or cloth? Do they say anything about them? Yep, cloth seats for the base EcoBoost. They should be, yeah. What am I talking about? And then you have the 6-speaker system, carbon zag trim, which is basically like, I guess, like a faux carbon. I'm not too sure. it doesn't look that great, honestly. Dual exhaust rolled tips, or dual rolled tipped exhaust. Then you have the EcoBoost Premium, which has everything the EcoBoost base has with selectable drive modes, again with the toggle switches, reverse sensing system standard, 6-way power, leather trim front seats, heated and cooled seats, Sync 3 8-inch screen, Apple CarPlay is included, which is pretty cool, 9-speaker system, aluminum pedals, bright finish speaker surrounds, ambient lighting, dual zone climate control, illuminated kick plates, angled brush aluminum trim, premium door trim, LED fog lamps, heated mirrors with turn signals, pony projection lamps, and a spoiler. In terms of packages, you have the Equipment Group 101A, which is going to be basically the premium package for the base EcoBoost. You can see it comes with the 18-inch machined aluminum wheels. Yeah, I don't know how to. I don't really check my Twitch, to be honest. I really don't check my Twitch. I've streamed to Twitch, but I look at it probably once a month. I don't even look at it. Let's see what it says for a second, though, since apparently someone is saying something. Oh, let me. We got. Hey, shout out to I Am a Night Owl. What's going on, man? Oh, of course. Let me mute this. I'm acting like a boomer with this shit. Anyway, yeah, what's going on, man? I don't know why your chat's not coming through to my oh, I see it. I don't know who you are, bro. Have we met before? Anyway, I see it on the screen though. It's just not coming up on the side text. Anyway, going back to this, we're just gonna blow through this. I know it's a lot, y'all. Ton of words here, but we're gonna make it happen. Let me see this real quick. Where was I at? Oh, bet. Hey, welcome to the community, bro. I love it when people find me organically. Join the Discord, where we talk about cars. I'm doing a giveaway tomorrow for $50. So everyone watching right now, if you want to win $50, I do it like every 2 or 3 weeks. I'm going to be doing it tomorrow. Just join the Discord. And you got to not only join the Discord, but subscribe to the channel. Like and comment on any video on the channel. I got hundreds of them, so it's easy. You can share any video as well. And then also like, comment, subscribe. That's 3 things. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Oh, and then Discord. There we go. Bet. All right, cool. So let's get through this, and then we'll get to everyone's favorite part, the ads. So in terms of the EcoBoost Premium, the packages, you have the Premium Plus package. So this is going to be the premium package for the EcoBoost Premium, which is different than the Equipment Group 101A, which is the premium package for the regular EcoBoost. So there's a Premium Plus package that comes with a 12-inch digital instrument cluster, which is the digital dash. Heated steering wheel, nav, premier trim with color accent group. You get hand stitched center console lid wrapped, knee bolsters with accent stitching, shifter boot, color accented leather trimmed front seats with unique door panel inserts, wrap center console with accent stitching. And what else? Linked graphite aluminum instrument panel trim. So that's just the trim name right there. In terms of other packages you can get the black accent package as well. We can go over that in a second, though. When we talk about the GT, we'll go over the black accent package. Same thing with the carbon sport interior package. Then you have the EcoBoost performance package. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Same thing. It comes with strut tower brace, larger radiator, upsized rear sway bar, heavy duty front springs, unique chassis tuning, larger brakes, bigger wheels, electric power assist steer, E-Pass. It's a tuned steering. It's a bit better than the standard steering. ABS and ECS tuning, aluminum trim, gauge pack. So you get extra gauges, auxiliary gauges, and you have a 355 Torsen limited slip. Enhanced security package. You can also get the Ford Smart and Safe. It's Ford Safe and Smart package, which is going to be your driver's assistance package. Pony package, wheel and stripe package. You can also get the EcoBoost High Performance package in 2020. So that came later. We can see this here. The EcoBoost High Performance package. Which is basically the performance package of 2020. They just added the high performance version of the EcoBoost engine. The regular one makes 310 horsepower. High performance one makes 330. So that's, if you get a 2020 EcoBoost with the performance package, it's going to have the higher horsepower. Just keep that in mind. If you really want an EcoBoost, I don't recommend getting an EcoBoost. However, if you want one, go for the 2020 because it comes with more power if you get the high performance package. And then you can also get the handling package in 2020. It comes with the 19 by 9.5 inch wheels, Magna Ride damping system, which is important. That's a really good suspension. And then it comes with the 355 LSD, and you have to get it with the performance package. You can't get it without it, so it's like an add-on. You can't get it solo. Cool. All right, moving back to the GT, we'll stick right here because it has the nicest way to read it. But for the facelift models, you have the GT and you have the EcoBoost and the GT. So we're going to go through the GT base and the premium. The GT base comes with a 6-speed manual, of course, with a dual mass flywheel and twin disc clutch, 355 gears, standard with the LSD, larger rotors with the 4-piston calipers, engine oil cooler, reverse sensing system, sync. So it comes with, let's see right here, the 4.2-inch screen, I believe. No, sync 3. It comes with the 8-inch screen standard. Wait. No, it does come with the 4.2-inch screen. This is a GT, not a premium. So it comes with a small screen, 6-way power cloth seats. At least they're not manual, but they're power cloth seats, silver arrow trim, instrument panel, dual exhaust with quad tips, and an LED fog lamp, spoiler, black painted front grille, and unique rear valence. Then you have the GT Premium right here. GT base options plus selectable drive modes, of course, leather trim front seats, heated and cool front seats, sync 3, so it has the 8-inch screen as I was mentioning before, 9 speaker system, aluminum pedals, ambient lighting, bright finish of the door speaker surrounds, dual zone climate control, illuminated door sills, angled brush aluminum trim, premium door trim, heated mirror with turn signals, and pony projection lamps. And then for the packages for the GT, I promise we're almost done. We're almost there. It's a ton of stuff. But you have the Equipment Group 301A, which is going to be the premium package for the base GT. And that comes with the 9-speaker system, selectable drive mode, 6-way power cloth seats, dual zone climate control, and ambient lighting. Then you have the GT Premium Plus package, which is the same as the EcoBoost. So literally the same as the EcoBoost. You can go back and read that, honestly. It's too much stuff to go over. Black accent package, of course, 9 by 8.5 inch. So it's actually pretty narrow wheels, black badging, black spoiler. Then you have the Carbon Sport interior package, which comes with Alcantara seats, door inserts, carbon fiber instrument panel trim, and shift knob. You have the enhanced security package, of course, forward safe and smart, which comes with adaptive cruise control, forward collision with brake support, pre-collision assist with pedestrian detection and active braking, automatic high beams, blind spot information system with cross traffic alert, lane keeping assist, rain sensing, windshield wipers, memory for driver's seat, mirrors, and ambient lighting. Then you have the GT Performance Pack 1 and GT Performance Pack 2. So the Performance Pack is basically going to be the same thing as what we're talking about with the EcoBoost, except it's going to be a little bit more beefed up. So instead of a black strut tower brace, you have a silver one, larger radiator, upsize rear sway bar, heavy duty front springs, of course, unique chassis tuning, K-member brace, so an extra brace there. You got 6-piston Brembo calipers in the front, 19 by 9s in the front, 19 by 9.5s in the rear, performance rear wing, unique power assist, electric power assist steering, ABS, ECS tuning, ESC tuning, engine spun aluminum trim, gauge pack, but instead of boost, you get oil pressure and vacuum. You have 373 gears, so short gears for the manual, a little bit longer gears for the auto, and then a Torsen helical gear diff. And then you have the Performance Pack 2, which comes with everything the Performance Pack 1 has, plus Magna Ride suspension, track-inspired springs and sway bars, 19 by 10.5 front and 19 by 11-inch wheels, so big wheels on the GT Performance Pack 2, and track-inspired tuning, unique front splitter, and rear spoiler, manual only. And for the options, finally, for the facelifted versions of the Mustang, you have, or for the facelifted versions of the GT, you have a 10-speed auto with 315 gears, so long gears with the 10-speed auto, or you can get 355 gears with the LSD with the auto. You have the active valve performance exhaust, Magna Ride dampening system, premium floor mat liners, Recaro Sport manual seats. For the premium, you have the Shaker Pro audio system with 12 speakers for the 2018 model years. For the 2019 and up, you can get the B&O sound system, which again is still 12 speakers, but it's B&O sound system, and it comes with a subwoofer as well. So that's 2019 and up, and then you have a spoiler delete and nav. Cool. All right, so we went through all that. Like the video, y'all, because I talked a lot, and I know some of it was kind of redundant, but it's important to know because the packages aren't completely the same between the EcoBoost and the GT, but they do kind of follow the same theme. You have the performance packs, you have the premium packs, and then you have some visual packs as well. So again, these are going to be the brochures. You can see they added a whole bunch of different options in terms of interior colors. You can see the bucket seats here, and then you have ceramic, ebony brown, ebony cloth, dark ceramic cloth, so tons of different stuff here. Again, you can see here the Shelby GT500, but we're going to be just sticking to the V6, EcoBoost, and the V8 today. I'm going to do a separate video for the Shelbys. I'm going to do both of them in the same video. But yeah, Cool. All right. Now that we knocked all that out, 45 minutes later. Wow. All right. Let me see if I can think of anything else before we get into the ads. I don't think so. Let's get into the ads, y'all. Got a ton of ads for you guys today. Let me actually, man. And I actually did not look at any of these beforehand. I had a long day, so we're just gonna wing it. We're gonna do it on the fly. We do it live. Okay, cool. 2015 V6. So one of the ones you don't want to get, honestly. You don't get a V6. There's not really any tuning capability with the V6, and you're kind of just stuck with it. At least if you get a 4-cylinder, you can turn up the boost. You can do some stuff, but the V6 kind of, it is what it is. It's a good motor in terms of, I guess it's a good motor in terms of being reliable, but it's still Mustang V6. It's not the most reliable thing. Anyway, let's take a look at it. It's in red. This one's 2015, first model year. It has 155,000 miles. This one has a cloth interior, so it's, I mean, of course, it's a V6, completely base. You have the small screen and everything. Let me actually bring up something real quick. I just want to show you guys, or just want to make sure I know what I'm talking about. In terms of options, I don't really see any options on this one. This one even has a big dent on the side too that they try to avoid, which is really funny. They got one picture of it right here. But yeah, this car, I don't know why it has no accidents, but there definitely is something wrong with it. 2015, they want $9 grand for it. It's been for sale for 111 days, and it's already went down by $5 grand. I'd say for this, I'd be at $4,000. Completely base car, and it's a V6, $4 grand. Moving on to our next one, we have a 2015. This one is going to be a GT though, not a GT Premium. It doesn't look like. Just a GT coupe. Let's look on the interior though and see if it is it. No, this is a GT Premium. We can see the leather seats. We can see the big screen as well. So GT Premium, automatic. What kind of so this is a 2015 GT Premium. Let's see if I can find the options list. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't really see much in terms of options. It has the automatic. That's an option. Does it have adaptive cruise? I doubt it. No adaptive cruise. Yellow calipers. The seats are going to be the regular leather seats. Lots of wear on the armrest. You can see that here. It does have nav though. Got the power leather seats, but they're not the Recaros. They're just the premium seats. Not too much to see on this example, but it's black. 2015. It's a V8. 200,000 miles on this car. A ton of miles. It's a ton of miles. 12.9 they're asking. How long has this thing been for sale? Only 12 days and has 48 saves. I mean, probably one of the highest mile ones out there right now. I'd say for me, I'd be around 10 grand. I say 10 grand would be pretty good for a 2015 V8. You get 430 horsepower. Well, at least that's what it's supposed to have. It probably has a little bit less now. But if you get it for 10 grand, probably even 9, actually 200,000 miles, man. I'd be at 8 grand. I don't want to pay 10 grand for a 200,000 mile Mustang. 8 grand is what I'd be at right here. Cool. 200,000 mile GT Premium, 8 grand. That would be a steal, actually. Moving on to our next example, we have a 50-year edition. So it's a GT, but 50-year edition. Only 11,000 miles, 10,700 miles on this one. It is in white. I picked this one. Usually I do like a big spread of cars, but let's be honest, you want to get a good one. So most of these that are going to follow are going to be pretty low mile. Just so you guys can get a good example of what the upper levels of these cars are, and then you can work your way down from there. But you can see this one is in white, 2015, first model year. It's on these wheels. Interior, of course, is going to be unique. It has that 50th year interior, which I kind of like. Automatic, though. If I were getting one of these, it would have to be a manual. Especially, you know, with the early model years being a 6-speed. I could possibly go for the 10-speed, but I'm not really... I don't really want that. These are the toggle switches I was talking about. This is what comes with the performance package. So again, keep that in mind. You can see here the 50-year thing. Does it come with the speaker system? That's the big question. It looks like it does. Yep. Speaker system. Let's read what he has to say about it real quick. Wow, there's a lot to say. I'm trying to get a feel for what this car has in terms of options. I mean, it's a 50th, so it's going to have a lot of stuff. That's a package you get on top of premium, so you're going to have a whole bunch of stuff standard. I'm trying to see the speakers, though. They don't talk about it much. 12 speaker system. Yep, it has this shaker system. So pretty much fully loaded. If you want a fully loaded 2015 50th anniversary Mustang, you can get one of these. 11,000 miles, 33.9. They're asking. How long has it been for sale? It's been for sale for 5 days, so not that long. You know, it's $4,100, excuse me, below market value. I think for me, even though this is already below, I'd be willing to go up to probably around 29 grand. You know, I'd much rather get a later model year car than get a first model year. Always avoid the first model year or two. That's what I usually say. Cool. All right, let's move on to our next example. We have a 2016. So this is where I'd start looking if I were to get one of these, but I would rather just go for a facelifted car. Even though they don't look as good, they just have a lot more features, and you can also get Magna Ride, which I think is a must for something like this, especially if you're going to be driving it hard. Anyway, we have a yellow version here, V8. This one's going to be a regular GT. As you can see, the interior is a manual, but it is a regular GT. It's not going to have the big screen. It's not going to have the leather seats. What else can I see here? Since it's the regular GT, does it have the speaker system? You know me, that's what I prioritize for some reason. Of course, not too many pictures here. It does not look like it has the shaker premium speaker system. Was that even an option for the what do I want to call it? Base GT? I don't think so. Anyway, manual GT. This could be something if you want to get, you know, you want to go as fast as possible for as cheap as possible without any options. If you don't care about options, it's the car for you. We just want that V8 manual. This one only has 25,000 miles and they want 28 grand for it, which is pretty good, honestly. But for me, since it is a base car, it doesn't have really anything to speak of. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't even have the performance pack. I'll be willing to go up to 24 grand. I say 24 grand for a 25,000 mile 2016 GT would be a pretty good deal in today's market. Yeah, these cars are pretty cheap for what they are, honestly. But again, they do have a lot of problems and the interior is not the best. The whole car in general isn't the most put together car. If you ever driven one, you know exactly what I mean. And if you ever driven a convertible, it's like the worst thing. It feels like you're driving like a tin can. I don't know how else to describe it. Moving on, we have a 2017. This one is going to be an EcoBoost. Let's see if it's a premium or a base EcoBoost. 2017, so it's not completely base. They still were making the V6 this time. You can see it is a manual cloth seat. I'm trying to see this wheel. Yeah, no performance pack on this one. We also have the small 4.2-inch screen. But yeah, no performance pack. It's not an EcoBoost performance pack. It's not an EcoBoost Premium. This is a base EcoBoost. 15.3 they were asking. It only has 47,000 miles and it's a 2017. Yeah, these EcoBoosts go for cheap. If you want to make good power, I mean, not good power, but I mean, it is good power, I guess. 310 horsepower, 350 pound-feet of torque. You can get an EcoBoost and you can even tune it up to make even more power than that. You can make, you know, healthy 400 horsepower, 400 torque with one of these. The only problem is that you're not going to be respected by Mustang owners and it's going to sound really bad. But if you want one of these, you can do it. 15.2 they're asking, 47,000 miles. For me, I'd be around 13 grand. I say 13. If I can get this for 13, I mean, that would be a really good car for 13. It's 2017, under 50,000 miles, and you know, 4-cylinder turbo car. Cool. All right, moving on to our next example. We have another 2017. This one is going to be a GT Premium, though. Let's see if it's an actual premium. That beautiful Coyote motor. You can see here. I mean, it's not a premium. The Mazda guys will love you, though. Yeah, I guess. I like Mazda always gets a bad rep. I think they're just they're not too focused. They're kind of being pulled in a lot of directions, but I do like what they're doing with the straight six. And I like their design language. They just need to up the quality a little bit. It looks cool, but as soon as you get in and start touching things, you're like, oh, this doesn't feel that great. But it looks cool before you touch. Here you have an automatic, again, premium coupe, but it does not have the performance package. It says premium, but it's actually not. This is a GT base with the automatic transmission. I'm trying to see this right here. Nope, no types of adaptive cruise control. GT base here. What else can we see? Yeah, no seat options, no nav options. I don't even know how to see if it has parking sensors, to be honest. Look at the back. I don't see nothing. Yeah, this is pretty much as basic as gonna get for a GT though, and it's an automatic. Not really sure who this would be for, a base automatic GT, but I mean, it could be for a lot of people, I guess. People who want to drive these cars, they don't know how to drive manual. Anyway, 30 grand, 28,000 miles. I think that's a little bit high. It's not a premium. This is a great deal for a premium maybe, but for me, I'd be willing to go up to 2017 for a GT with 28,000 miles. I'd be at 25 grand for this one. It's just base and it's an automatic, so not really my thing. Yeah, 25 grand for this, I think would be a solid deal. All right, cool. Moving on to the 2018s. We have a blue example here. This one they want, or it's an EcoBoost Premium. They want 20,500 bucks for it, and it has 46,000 miles. So let's scroll through this, see if it's really a premium. It is a real premium. We can see it also has the performance pack, which is good. You can see that there. Or the performance pack. Is that what that is? I just want to make sure it's not the performance pack or the... Yeah, it is the performance pack. Oh no, this is the equipment group. 101A, excuse me. Actually, no, this is the premium. Wait a minute, hold on. The EcoBoost Premium comes with the toggle switches. Same thing with the GT Premiums. I'm tripping. Again, a long day, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm on top of these trims, but again, started late. All that formatting was pissing me off earlier. I don't know what was going on. It took me like an hour to write that paint thing because every time I tried to remake the size, we would make it blurry. Anyway, not here to complain. But here we have an EcoBoost Premium. The performance pack is when the gauges are appearing. The auxiliary gauges, which I don't see here. But we can see this one has the equipment group. Or I'm sorry, the premium package. I'm trying to see if it has the premium pack. I want to see if it has nav or not. This one also has the 12 speaker system. We can see that there. This actually might not have nav. Oh, it does have nav. Or is this car? Nope, that is nav. Yep. So nav, EcoBoost Premium, leather seats. The only thing that's missing is the performance pack, but it's a pretty well loaded car for what it is. I mean, it's still automatic, but it's just a nice car. This is a nicer car to drive every day, obviously. But it's still going to be an EcoBoost. 20,500. They're asking 46,000 miles. I'd say for me being a 2018, that's not too bad, honestly, for the amount of options it has. I'd be willing to go probably around the 18 grand. 17 to 18 grand is where I'd be at for one of these. Moving on to our next example. We have a 2018 EcoBoost Coupe. This one just looks super base already in red. Interior, wow, it's cloth. What a surprise. Automatic, small screen, dirty. This one is very base as well. I try to include a lot of base ones just to get you guys a big spectrum or scope of what these cars can get down to. And only 63,000 miles, well, not only, but 63,000 is a fair amount for a 2018. 17 grand is what they're asking. Yeah, this is way too high for me with 63,000 miles and being completely base. I'd say I'd be at around 14 grand for this one. Yeah, this one just has no options whatsoever. And yeah, it just doesn't look in the best condition. It's dirty. The steering wheel buttons are peeling. Yeah, 63,000 miles is a lot for something like that to be peeling, or it's peeling for not that many miles. 14 grand is where I'd be at for this one. I don't know what's up with this car. How long has it been for sale? 89 days on Car Guru. So trying to make a deal. Make a deal with this one. I don't know who will want it though. Anyway, moving on, we have a 2019 Bullet. So this would be something that I'd look at honestly because it has the most power and it comes with pretty much everything standard. You'll see it on the inside. See if it's a manual though. It is manual. I think Bullets only came in manual. I think. Someone can correct me on that. But you can see here it has the leather seats. You also have the big screen. You also have the digital dash display, which is really cool. You can see that there. Very desirable. Carbon fiber wheel. I'm not sure if that's stock or not, but it looks all right, I guess. It's not too thick. We can see the auxiliary gauges here. Wait, let me see one thing. Yeah. See the auxiliary gauges here. You can also see the switches down here. Again, this is a Bullet, so it's going to come fully loaded with pretty much everything. It also has the most amount of power, 480 horsepower. Has this upgraded speaker system as well. See the B&O system in the Bullet. This would be something I'd look at personally. I think the Bullets look cool. especially in the green. This one's black, but they do have a green one as well. I like the green one the best. You also get the quad tips. 35.9 is what they're asking. It only has 23,000 miles. I try to get it around 30 grand, honestly, maybe 31, but yeah, 31 grand for a 23,000 mile Bullet wouldn't be bad at all, especially being a facelifted car. You really can't go wrong with something like this. How long has it been for sale? 120 days. It already went down by 5 grand. Yeah, so they might possibly be looking to make a deal. Possibly. It is a Bullet, so it's a little bit rarer, a little bit like more specialized, so they think they can hold out a little bit longer on that. So yeah, I'd be at 31 grand for this car. I think 31 grand would be a really good deal for a 2019 Bullet with 23,000 miles. Cool. Moving on to our next one, we have a 2019 GT Premium. Let's see if it's actually a premium. Yep, we have a GT Premium, red on red, so good spec here in my opinion. You also have a manual transmission as well. Red carbon trim. Not sure how I feel about that red carbon. It's not a premium. What is going on here? 2019 Premium, but it's not a premium, but it has leather seats. That's kind of confusing. That is confusing. What else does a premium come with that won't come in with premiums? 2019, I have to look at that sheet actually. 2019 premiums definitely came with cloth seats, right? 2019 premiums definitely came with the big screen. How about the GT bases? They come with cloth seats. Yep, they did. So this you can't fake the screen, you can fake the seats. I think the seats might have been put in this car and it's a regular GT that they're trying to pass off as a premium because it has leather seats. Because I don't know about this trim either, it looks weird. But it is leather interior. That's weird. Maybe you guys could tell me what's going on with this car. As you can see, small screen. But leather seats. That is strange. Anyway. Manual. Not much else to say about this car, honestly. See what he has to say in terms of the description, if he says premium on it or not. Trade-in, leather. Yeah, I think they actually did the leather on this car. I don't think it was a premium. So, base GT. They're asking 30 grand for a 60,000 mile base 2019 GT with a manual. Nope. For this one being a base GT, having 63,000, I'd be around 23 grand. Maybe 24. 24 grand for this, I think would be all right, but wouldn't want to go any higher than that. Yeah, I don't think these seats belong to this car, to be honest. I think they did a lot of work, but they should have just changed out the screen too while they were at it. Yep. Cool. All right, moving on to our next one. 2019, we have an orange one that's going to be a GT Premium again. Hopefully this is a real premium and it looks pretty good on the outside. Let's see if the interior matches. Oh. What is this? This does not look like leather to me, but it does have a big screen. So that kind of makes it a premium, I guess. Big screen, dual zone climate control. Yep. So it has to be a premium. Wait. Does this have no dual zone climate control here? I don't think. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. Going back and forth a lot. Yeah. Single zone climate control. Definitely not a premium. This is what a premium looks like. Wait. Yeah. As you can see the climate control here. And as you can see, this is the fan speed instead of volume. Yep. All right. Just had to make sure, manual car. This is a real premium, but it has cloth seats. 2019. Let's look at the options for seats. That's kind of weird how it's a premium with cloth seats, but I guess you could do that if you wanted. 2019. Where are the seats at? No, this brochure doesn't want to show it, of course. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we have the ceramic leather. I guess that's what it's called, but it looks like cloth. Let's be honest. Like, look at this. I don't know why. Like, the back of the seat is definitely not leather. That's cloth. But I guess they call it ceramic leather. Whatever. It must be like a soft leather. How about the auxiliary gauges? No performance pack on this one, but it is a premium, so it's gonna have the toggle switches, of course. Dual zone climate control. I like the orange. The orange looks cool, and it's manual too. I think this is a pretty cool car right here. 19,000, and they want 29 grand for it. This one they wanted 29 grand and has 63,000. This one has 29 grand and they want it has 19,000 and they want 29 grand. It's insane. Yeah, this one I'd be willing to probably go up to 27. I think this one is definitely worth it. It's premium. Through and through, it's manual in a cool color, and it has only 20,000 miles. I'd be willing to go to 27 grand for this example. Moving on to our next one, we have 2020. This one's in black. I do like black. You can see here it has this big spoiler. Interior though is going to be cloth. You can see this one is going to be a base GT, but it does have the toggles here. Let's see the dash real quick, and it does have the auxiliary gauges. So this is a base GT with the performance pack. What else can we see about the car? Actually, I mean, it has the upgraded screen as well. So it's the base GT with the performance pack with the equipment group as well. So the equipment group 301A, I believe, includes the bigger screen. But it also has dual zone climate control. Oh yeah, equipment group 301A is going to have the dual zone climate control and the 9-speaker system and the bigger screen. So this is pretty good for being a base car. It has a lot of options for being a base car. You also get the spoiler, which looks cool. It's manual as well. So this is pretty much a fully loaded base Mustang, or base GT at least. Not bad, not bad. Does it tell you anything else in the description? Bluetooth. Does it have the speaker system? No, I think it has a 9-speaker system. Yeah, 9-speaker system. It's been for sale for 2 days. 4 saves already. Yeah, this is a good one right here in terms of spec. You know, if you don't want leather, you're trying to get the best deal possible, you can get one of these. However, for me, I try to get a premium car because it just comes a lot more standard. 34.4 is what they're asking, and it has only 6,000 miles. That's pretty good for a 2020, especially with the performance pack. I'd say, man, I try to get it for like 32 maybe, but 34 is pretty good for a 7,000 mile performance pack GT with the manual and everything. Yeah, 32 grand is where I'd be for this vehicle right here. I think 32 would be a pretty good deal. Yeah, cool. Moving on to our next one, we have a 2020. This one is going to be an EcoBoost Premium, so they say. As you notice, people like to lie with these things. As you can also see, this is not a premium. We got the cloth seats. We got the tiny screen. We got the single zone climate control. Automatic. This isn't a premium. Stop lying. 219 miles though, so brand new. And they only want 26 grand for it. For a brand new car. Still too much, honestly. I'd be at 20 grand for this base level. This is like a rental car spec. Yeah, 20 grand. Even rental cars be nicer than these. They have bigger screens than this. They at least give them the equipment group. Equipment, whatever. Equipment group. Yeah, equipment group. Whatever 1A. No Zona Blue GT3 PP. Performance pack. Oh, this is the name of the blue. Blue GT3 performance pack. What is that? Oh, GT2. Yeah, I was looking for the GT2 performance pack cars. Maybe one of these has it. Again, I didn't do too much look. Usually I look at all the ads and try to pick out the trim levels. But for this one, I really didn't have much time today at all. It was a really rushed day, unfortunately. No, it's another. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I mean, I think I might have it. Or I think I might have this. Are you asking if this is a performance pack 2? I think it is, actually. Well, yeah, it has the rear spoiler. How about the front splitter? I don't know. Let me actually see though. I'm curious. Is it the performance pack 2? Another blue Kona. Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. Kona, Hyundai Kona. GT two-door. Let's see. Yeah, they don't say anything about this one, honestly. I was trying to see if this was a GT2 right here, but I don't think it's definitely a performance pack. Oh. Yeah, man, I'm bugging out today. I have a lot going on. In fact, like next week, I don't know if I'm going to be doing the color cards performance pack. Okay. This one? Not this one. Obviously not this one. All right, well, we're going to find something else. Anyway, what I was saying, next week, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do shows next week. I got a lot to do with this new job. And so we'll let you guys know on tomorrow, honestly, if I'm going to do any shows next week. I might just take a break. I've been going hard for months. So, you know, I have to move and everything. So it's going to be a big transition for me. Anyway, we have a GT coupe here. This one is actually a base coupe. As you can see, manual cloth seats. No performance pack. No premium pack on this car. This is a true base GT manual. Cloth. Yeah, I mean, nothing too special about this car, honestly. I mean, it's clean. How many miles does it have? 13,000 miles. They want 30 grand for it. I'd say for a 2021, 13,000 miles, I'll be at like 27. It's getting there in terms of being a new car, 13,000. But it is a base, maybe 26. 26 is what I'd be at for this car. Simply because it literally has nothing, like nothing at all really to speak of. Speaker system, yep, it has the whatever 6-speaker system. Small screen. Yeah, 26 grand for this 13,000 mile V8. Where am I moving? Well, as of right now, I'm moving to Louisiana. So we're gonna see though. I have to do a lot in terms of for this job. It's like they gave me the job offer, but I have to actually go through the background checks, and it's a lot. It's like I have to get a clearance and everything. And so that's what I'm doing next week. I have to go there and actually go on site. But yeah, I can talk about it a little bit later. I don't want to like jinx myself, honestly. It's like I got the offer and everything, which is crazy because I really didn't know how much I would have to go through to get this job, because I got the offer and I was like, okay, bet. And they were like, all right, now you have to do all this and this and this and this and this, and it's been a lot. Anyway, what are we looking at here? GT coupe. This one's also a base coupe. Or base GT. We can see that here with the small screens, single zone climate control, automatic. Nothing at all going on with this car. It's a cool color, I guess, and it's a 2021, so it has the quad tips, which look good. I like the quad tips better than the dual tips. It has a nice front end, I guess. But yeah, nothing really going on here. 29 grand, 35,000 miles, way too high. Way too high for being a base car. This one, 29 grand, only had 13,000 miles. 29 grand, 35,000 miles. I'd be at 24, 23 grand for this car. I really wouldn't want to go over that because, yeah, there's other options for if I want a super base GT. There's plenty of other options. This one's an automatic as well, so it's like, what's the point in getting this when I can get this? Cool. All right, moving on. We have a 2022 model year. This one's going to be an EcoBoost. Base EcoBoost, as you can see. Wow, I should have gone through these a lot more. It's all good though. This is mostly what you're going to find on the market anyway in terms of these Mustangs. Most of them are going to be these rental spec ones. But yeah, just avoid these, I guess, if you want a cool one. 6-speaker system, 24 grand they're asking for this car. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it has the 5-spoke wheels and it's in black. That's the only thing it really has going for it. 18,000 miles, 24 grand. I'd be at 20 grand. It's been for sale for 60 days. Price already went down by 4 grand. Yeah, I'd be at 20 grand for this. $20,000 would be a pretty good deal. If you want one of these, I don't think you should get one. Cool, moving on to the next. Actually, why do we have so many EcoBoosts, man? I only counted 6 of them. Have we only gone through 6 of them? It's crazy. Anyway, this one is the EcoBoost Premium. Let's see if it really is. It's not. Everyone wants to lie today, man. This is annoying, actually. This is not an EcoBoost Premium. This is a, well, I guess it is an EcoBoost Premium with cloth seats. Wow. I thought the premiums came with leather seats. I mean, it has the upgraded speaker system. This is basically what I think this is a Equipment Group. Equipment Group 30, Equipment 101A. Yep. Power cloth seats. Yep. This is Equipment Group 101A base EcoBoost. So it's not a premium. They lied. It does have the bigger screen and the dual zone climate control, but does not have the leather seats, and it doesn't have the power leather seats. It doesn't have the bright speaker grills. What else doesn't it have? Brushed aluminum trim. Nope. It has the carbon fiber trim. I'm not really a fan of. So, I mean, this has some options. It's still a base EcoBoost with some options, though. 22 grand, 5,900 miles. Wow. This is, this one was 23 grand with 18,000 miles. No options. This, I mean, it is in Hialeah, so you can't really trust anything that comes out of this town. 22 grand, though. 5,900 miles. No accidents. How long has it been for sale? 8 days. Yeah, this thing will go fast. I'd be around the $20,000 mark for this. I think 20,000 would be pretty good. You get a lot of at least you get some creature comforts with a bigger screen for getting the Equipment Group 101A for the base EcoBoost. It's not a premium, but yeah, 20,000, whatever, 18,000. 18,000 for this 6,000 mile car I think would be a steal, honestly. Cool, moving on to our next one. We only got a couple left, y'all. We're almost done. 22 Ford Mustang GT Premium. Let's see if it's a real premium. It is not. Why do they lie like that? I don't get it, man. Like, why lie? Why lie? It's not a premium. This is a base GT. Automatic. You have the ceramic cloth seats. They look really gross already, even though they're brand new. My eyes itching. 29 days, 42 saves, already went down by 3 grand. 35.5 they're asking for 18,000 miles. No, man. This is like a 28,000 mile, $28,000 car. So yeah, 28 grand I'd be at for a low mile base GT. It's 22, so yeah, 28 is where I'd be at for this. Because they want to lie. Does it even say premium on here? It does not. It says GT Coupe. Like, I don't know if like Car Gurus preempts them to want to write premium, but it's not a premium. Not a premium, my guy. Moving on to our next one. We have a 23. This one is a GT with a unique front end. I like the way this front end looks. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I think it looks pretty good. I like the wheels too. Interior, we can see it is a base GT though. However, it is a manual, which is cool. Yeah, there's not really much going on. It has the power, well, two-way power seat for the passenger. Has power seat for the driver, but again, cloth. This is a 2023, so last model year, of course, they made them power. You can see the small screen here, but it does have a backup camera still. Manual car. I just like the way this car looks on the outside. It has good wheels. The quad tips, of course, because it's a newer one, and I like this front grille with the horizontal slats. 33 grand they're asking, only has 9,900 miles. So manual GT, last model year, 2023, for 33 grand. It is base, no options at all. If I could get this for 29 for an under 10,000 mile 2023 6-speed manual GT, you really can't go wrong with that. This thing's brand new, and for 29 grand, I mean, these things new are twice that price. Not twice, but like at least in the 40s. So yeah, you're getting a good deal. You can get this for 29. I'd say 29 grand. Cool. Moving on to our second to last one, we have a Mach 1. I like the Mach 1s. The Mach 1s look cool. They also have the high amount, the higher horsepower. Granted, this is 2023, so it's gonna have 470 and not 40 that it had in 2021. But it does still look good. I like the way the Mach 1s look. Quad tips. Interior is always going to be fully decked out because it is a Mach 1. You can see the toggle switches along with the gauges. This one isn't automatic though, which is a shame. But it's still 10 speed, so it's pretty good transmission nonetheless. Cloth seats on this one. So actually, this one does not have too much in terms of options. It's a cloth seat car. And it's an automatic. Wow, there's a lot of BS pictures there. All right. Mach 1, automatic, cloth seats. This is way too much for that. 50 grand. It has 3,000 miles. I mean, it's a Mach 1. I'd be willing to probably go up to like 36 grand. That's where I'd be at. 36 grand is where I'd be for this Mach 1. I know that's pretty low, especially for having 3,000 miles, but that's where I'd be at. I'd get a different one. I wouldn't spend this much money on a cloth seat Mach 1. And then finally, we have these weird things. I don't know what this is. I mean, I do know what it is. It is a Super Snake Speedster. Super Snake Speedster. I just think they look really funny. They kind of just try to play off the Porsche Speedster, like the Boxster Speedster, the 911 Speedster, where it has this like hump back here. And they go for stupid money, which I don't get. I mean, it's a convertible. It just has the stupid humps. They don't have any back seats, so it's not as practical. This one, though, has a lot of stuff going on. You have this aftermarket gauge pod up here. You also have the digital dash. You have the leather and Alcantara seats, automatic transmission. This one is a Speedster edition, as you can see. Dual zone climate control, big screen. So lots of stuff here in terms of options. However, it doesn't have a manual transmission, but it is what it is. 143 grand though. I don't know what's going on here. If you guys would ever pay 143 grand for any type of Mustang, let me know. Only 98 made. 37 out of 98. You want me to look it up? Okay. Is it like, okay, let me just look it up. S550 Kona Blue GT2. Oh, this is that blue. Yeah. It is a beautiful blue. We had one, I think it was the first 2018. Yeah, this one. And I think this is Kona Blue. Yep. Beautiful blue. I love this dark blue. You're right. Beautiful color. This one, though. GT2. Yeah, the GT2 is definitely something to get. I mean, if you want to, get the best one, of course, get a GT2. They're going to be pretty hard to come by. This black one that we saw, was this a GT2? I mean, it has everything that would make it a GT2. Let me just see something. Yeah. This might be a GT2 right here. It has the spoiler. But this blue one looks nice. I'd rather have it in blue. Cool. All right. So those are the ads. Let me go back to this very overly complicated page. And we'll try to, deduce what is the best one. It looks like a GT1 PP or GT1 or GT Performance Pack 1. Yeah, not a PP2. Okay. Yeah, you probably know more about Mustangs than me, honestly. I'll show you my Mustang, though. I actually do have a Mustang. Surprise, right? You wouldn't think that I actually do own a Mustang. I do. I got a picture right here. I'll show you guys. Well, I'm trying to find the best angle. Oh, that's a movie. Nope, don't want to do that. This is my Mustang. I have a 1966 Mustang, which is pretty cool. It has the 298. I don't know what engine it is. It's small block. Oh wow. It's a 3-speed. It has a. I can't even remember off the top of my head. That's embarrassing. No, this one's a notchback or the coupe, I guess. Yeah, it's a 3-speed, and it's crazy. This car has been in my family since it was new. My uncle bought it in 1966. He went to Detroit and picked it up. Not a 218. I think it's like a 278 or something. Let me just look that up. 1966 Mustang 272 V8. Man, how come I can't remember the cubic inches of this thing? $272 and $292. Man, wish I could just remember. No, 289. That's what it is. 289. The 4.7 liter. Yep. 289. 3-speed. Black interior. Red. It's a fun car to drive. Definitely an old car. It's definitely used. It probably has over 300,000 miles, which is pretty crazy. And yeah, that's my. Well, I mean, it wasn't my car. Obviously, I didn't buy it. It was passed down to me, and so it's mine now. But I definitely want to restore it at some point. Put some nicer. Give it like a. I don't know if you ever saw Tommy, or you ever watch Power. I don't know if you guys watch that show. Tommy's Mustang. It's not the same Mustang. I believe his is like a 69 or something. But the stance on his Mustang is just really cool. Let's see. Tommy's Mustang. If I can find a good picture of it. Tommy's Mustang. Power. Let's see. But these wheels he has on it, see how high it sits? I like the way this car sits. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, like I want these big wheels like this on the Mustang, thick tires, and just clean it up a little bit. Yeah, this looks good. Even though I get it, this is like a 69 or a 70 or something, but having this stance on the old red Mustang would be really nice. This one, the wheels are. Yeah, this is not in the best shape. It's probably like a 4 out of 10, 3 out of 10. It's rough. Like the interior is rough too, but all original. And so trying to like make it or keep it as all original as possible would just make it a little bit nicer. I said restore, but I really want to keep it as original as possible. Anyway, moving back to this thing. So in terms of what I would recommend getting, I'd stay away from the 15 and the 16. Get a 17 if you want to get a pre-facelift. However, if you want to, really get the best bang for your buck, just get a facelift. As you can see, the prices were all over the place. There's like 3,500 of them for sale right now, so you could pick any one you want, really. There's so many for sale, all different configurations. As you can see right here, there's a ton of different ways to have the car. Too many ways to have the car, honestly, but again, 850,000 were produced. They had to give it, some breadth of options. So, and what I would do is I would get the highest spec possible. So I get a GT, I get a GT Premium with the performance pack. However, if you can't get that, at least get a GT. The EcoBoost, I just stay away from. I'm not an EcoBoost type of guy, but if you are, more power to you. They're cheaper, so you're going to save some money. I get a GT. I get a facelift GT. Not that I actually like the way the facelift looks. I like the pre-facelift car in terms of its looks, but the facelift, you have more options. You can get the Magna Ride, which is hard to tell based on the ads. You actually have to read it and talk to the person as well. I get also the B&O sound system, of course, leather seats, manual, GT performance pack. I try to get that, but I get the GT performance pack if I could, but I'm not too pressed. I really just want the gauges, honestly. But yeah, you can only get that in the GT performance pack, but I get that premium pack, GT performance pack. Yeah, what it comes in the premium pack, the 12-inch digital cluster, not really that necessary, but it will lead to a higher resale. A lot of people do like the digital cluster. It also comes with color accented leather trim front seats, so like better seats, I guess, but I'm not really too sure the difference, honestly. Yeah, I get a facelifted GT Premium with the performance pack, of course. Performance pack 2 is okay. I mean, you can get Magna Ride suspension as an option, so you don't need to get the performance pack 2. However, performance pack 2 cars are always going to sell for a lot more because they're so rare. So keep that in mind. If you really want to get an EcoBoost, get a 2020, because you will have the option to have the performance or the high performance package, which gives you 20 more horsepower. But other than that, stay away from EcoBoost unless you really just want a daily car and you don't want to go fast. Like, there's tons of other cars that are dailyable cars that are way better than a Mustang if you want to get something like that. So don't get an EcoBoost. In terms of options, of course, get the active valve exhaust. I would like to see some more Recaro seats. You really don't see them that much. Again, they're probably not going to be as comfortable, but it would be kind of nice to see them. They're not power operated, so that's probably a reason why people don't get them that much. But yeah, just look out for these problems. I know there's a ton of stuff here. If you join my Discord, I'll put in the actual Google Doc with all this information so you can actually read it, because I know it's really tiny. I'm not going to do this ever again. This literally took me an hour to make today, and it pissed me off because it's like, I would make this, right? And since it's paint, if you click out of it, you can't change anything else. Once you click out of your text box, you cannot edit your text box. So like, this took so long to do, and there was so much writing here. I was like, why did I even write all this shit, man? Anyway, tomorrow, what car are we going to do tomorrow? Any requests from you guys that want to see a buyer's guide for tomorrow? I'm just looking at my list. I got a lot of different options here. I think I want to do the CTS V3. I said I was going to do something else. I remember on Tuesday I said I was going to do something else. I'm going to do the Mustang today and then something else tomorrow, but I forget what it was. But tomorrow I'm going to do the CTS V3. So I think that's a good car to talk about, because we haven't really talked about the CTS V in a very long time. So yeah, we're going to do that tomorrow. Oh yeah, I was going to do an Alpina or something at some point. We'll do that. We'll do that later. But yeah, tomorrow's a giveaway. So tell your friends, tell your family. If they want to win $50, just join the Discord. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for today. Shout out to Clean Whips carrying the chat today. Who else was in here? Y Huss. Shout out to Y Huss as well. Crackalope 2. Big Cheese. Yeah, I know it started late today, y'all. I know is you guys aren't used to this type of schedule, but I almost didn't want to do the show today. Like, I had just way too much, but I was so deep into this. I was like, I have to finish, and we got through it. Leave your comments down below on everything I missed. I know I did not go, I didn't probably miss a lot of stuff, honestly, and Mustang people are going to get mad at me, so you can do that in the comments. Yellow. What does that mean? Oh, yellow. What's going on, man? Tom G in the chat. Are you the Tom G? I used to know a Tom G back in the day. I don't know if you're him though. But yeah, that wraps it up for today for the Mustang video. Get a V8, get a premium pack. Don't let these people lie to you on ads and say the car is not a premium package. If it doesn't have a big screen, it is not a premium package. If it doesn't have leather seats, it is not a premium package. They'll try to pull a fast one on you guys. You saw it today on the ads. Half of them were lies. And so you can really use that to your negotiation advantage. Just say, yeah, you're pricing this as a premium, but it's not a premium, so I want $5,000 off. Yep. All right, cool. All right, well, that pretty much wraps it up for today. Again, like the video. Only 4 likes on this video. I know it was a lot to process. I know sometimes people, you know, they get bombarded by these small texts and they don't want to like the video, but like the video helps me out. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with the Cadillac CTS V3. So the newest one. And yeah, well, the newest kind of one. We'll see. All right, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Again, peace. Have a good one, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh yeah, join my Discord.